Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. This is the NgoVo ConVo podcast. I'm Harrison, and I'm joined by Veronica. Yeah, right over there. I'm pointing, she's pointing. Look at us. It's great. Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
But we are just wanting an excuse to talk about anything that entertains us, but really to clean up our never-ending backlog. This is kind of not a backlog item. It just kind of came up. And I convinced Veronica we should totally do it still.
He did.
I did.
Yes.
And but Veronica, some would say that us, here, are actually just conversing.
Wow. Like NgoVo ConVo and NgoVo ConVo. Logo's right above Harrison's head. He's trying
She told me to keep it short, but I actually dragged that one out.
I know. I was like, where are we going with this?
But the main thing is you can watch every episode on youtube.com or listen to it as a podcast by searching up NgoVo ConVo on your podcast service of choice. This video is also sponsored by Olipop, but we'll get into the details later. This episode, we're actually doing a review kind of thing again. Wow, this is crazy. It's amazing. It's like we're watching stuff again. It's not like it's my fault or anything. But we're talking about season 2 of Arcane because we did do a review on season 1, and that was
in 2022. I looked back.
Yeah.
Go look at it.
That's how long it's been since season 1 came out.
Yeah, season 1 came out in 2021. It just took a while for convince me to watch Arcane season 1.
And it did not take that long for season 2.
It didn't. Yeah. So it didn't take that long for season 2.
Yeah. So we're gonna be reviewing, kind of giving our thoughts and stuff, and on everything, what we like, what we didn't like about season 2. There's probably not that much I didn't like, but it's fine. But if you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. All of it's on there. It dropped already. It was cool because it did drop like by acts again.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't watch it when it was
I watched it in.
You already
one
binged
go.
it. Yeah, you watched it. You got to binge it. Well, for me, I had to wait weekly, but they do 3 episodes per week. 3? So that was so cool. Like, it was an act per. So it was a 3-act series. So go watch that.
Yes.
Give that a go.
I am not a League of Legends game player.
I haven't played for almost
and
a
Harrison
decade now.
has not played
Actually,
in a while.
no, it's been like a few months. Like over 5 years. I still keep up, kind of, but not like hardcore because PTSD. It's fine.
So my opinions are like non-gamer.
No, and I really want to know this. Like I do want to know. Like yeah. So just give that a watch. We'll give non-spoiler thoughts first, but then we'll jump right into like everything else. So we'll give you the quick rundown. But Veronica, general thoughts? Like, non-spoilery?
From season 1 to 2, it was a long time. So you warned me about episode 1. How characters like all come back and like you might not remember it. So
they had a really short, really brief like recap.
Yeah.
But personally, for me, didn't really help either. Actually.
Yeah. No, it didn't help me. I was like, what?
Yeah, I think by the time
I did watch the last 2 episodes, season 1, just to kind of like get through all the characters and stuff.
I kind of do wish I rewatched season 1 because it's been a while. Like I still remember the main like story beats and all that, but I do wish I did watch it too. But beyond that,
no, it was really good. I do have a couple questions, but we'll get to it later.
Okay. Yeah,
as a non-gamer, I was like, I don't.
Or yeah.
Yeah. No, but I thought it was really good. Also, like, I feel like Western like animation versus like anyone outside of us is like really good. Like you can pause Arcane at any frame and it just looks fantastic.
Yep.
I can't even complain. Like,
yep. That's true.
So good.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
No, it was all good.
That's good.
All great.
Yeah. For me, I was coming in like kind of like at first because originally it was just gonna be season 2, And then later, I think last year, a couple years ago, we find out it's going to be the final season. So it was essentially just wrapping everything up and just like, hey,
Originally, it was supposed to be a 5-season show.
Yeah.
I think something happened.
But non-spoiler, it is just ending with this story, but they are still going to continue on with other lore stuff.
See, that was my question. I was like, what do you mean?
We'll get into details. We will touch that. Trust me. There's a section where I was like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is like, I mainly think everyone can still watch this. Like, you obviously watch season 1, but in season 2 just really sets the bar up. Like, I think it was really good throughout. Like, there was like maybe some episodes, like, but I will say, if you saw everyone will point to this picture now, and it's the one that just shows like season 2 has it's like the most highly rated like TV series now, or like for like that has no episodes below a 9. I think that's Rotten Tomato. I don't remember what score it was based off again.
It might be Rotten Tomato.
I think so.
Or IMDb.
Yeah, comment down below. Let us know. I swear, I think it's 9 point something. So I don't think it's Rotten Tomato. So I think it's IMDb. Yeah, I think that's cool. So it did feel that way. Really cool. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the details in a bit. But I think overall it was really good. I think it wrapped up the story really well, and I can't wait for more. I don't like playing the game anymore, but I love the world. I love the lore. So I can't wait for it. I can't wait for more. So it is great.
I would agree.
I think everyone can watch this, so we're good.
No, I agree. Non game player to play, like, you can just watch it.
Yeah, you can just jump in. Like, yeah. I was gonna say, I wanted your opinion because my wife also had played League for a little bit, so she understands. So she actually got some of it. She knew the character. Or if I would be like, oh, I think this is gonna be it, and she's like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, she would be like, oh, I would like
predict the next kind of thing. I was just in it for the surprise. Surprises left and right. It was great.
Yeah. All right. So that's enough of that. We're going to just jump in. This is now spoiler territory.
Spoilery.
There's so many things I want to talk about. So it's going to be spoilery. Right off the bat, dude, I love I know they introduced some more characters. I was kind of worried because it felt like it would have been too much, but it wasn't to me.
Yeah. Right? Especially like the underground city people, like the off the grid people, I would like to say.
Yeah.
No, that was really cool. They do it. I think that why I like animation is like the color scheme. Like, you can totally tell the difference, and it's really cool to see.
I think it makes it easier to follow. It does make it easier to follow.
Yes.
And I just want to say, it's funny to get reminded of how stacked his voice cast is, by the way.
No, 100%.
I forgot until we started watching. I was like, I think that's Haley Steinfeld as Vi.
No, she's been busy.
Well, even and then now Ella Purnell as Powder Jinx. Dude, oh my gosh, that was great.
She's been busy too. Same with Katie.
She's been busy. Yeah, Katie. Oh yeah, actually yes. Oh, and it was funny because then every time Jace pops up, I hear Lucifer. Not Lucifer, but it's what's his? I forget his character in Lucifer, but you know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I giggled a little bit, but then I was like, Jace is too good looking for me to think about this.
Oh man, because we're talking about characters, right? So there's all these, I think my favorite that got introduced is Isha, the little kid.
Yes, the little kid.
Which I think was so great because it was just I think it was a really good way to because just to explain, Jinx is nothing like how she is in the game. Oh really? They expanded this and they made her. They made her because when she first dropped, she was to me a very Harley Quinn character, kind of psycho, crazy in the head. Even I think little tidbit when she gives the arm to what's her face, Spit, the one Undercity girl lady. Okay. When she has to have a mechanical arm. Yeah. When she pulls it and it plays a song. Oh yeah. That song is from the launch trailer. Really? Yeah, dude. They dropped little things for the people that do play. I didn't know that. Yeah. So it's just like, yeah. But anyway,
No, that's cool.
no, I think Isha, like, so her character growth and development in this show is just crazy to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No
It is
wonder
way more
players were
expanded.
like freaking out a little bit
Mm-hmm.
in the first season. That's interesting.
Yeah, because like, yeah, that's right. Like anyone that knew, we're all like, actually, I feel like it was like kind of like, oh shit, this is really cool. Like they're expanding way more than expected on these characters. But yeah, I think Isha was a really. At first, I was gonna be annoyed. I was like, oh no, they introduced a kid. This could be really annoying.
Yeah.
But she ended up being like mute and not saying much.
She
Or
didn't say much. I think her expressions
not
were
mute, but
more,
it was just more expressions.
yeah,
if
were more
anything.
there than her voice.
Yeah,
Which I think I liked for like a little kid.
Yeah. I just like it just kind of made it more endearing in a sense of like, oh, when something happens, it's like, oh, okay, that's like when
Yeah.
she's scared, you could tell like, yeah, it's a bit more expressive. She was more expressive, and I think that's just helped like the growth too, because then you could tell like Jinx is still talking. It's like as if she's
Yeah.
having to like segue for the what's the word? But yeah. Anyway, what about you? Do you have like still a favorite, or do you like?
Jace. Jace
I
got
knew
me
it.
this season. Jace got me this season.
I know you were talking in like in our Discord, and you're like, this globe needs to be studied.
No, it really does need to be studied a little bit. No, but Jace was my favorite. And then unexpected was Echo. And I think, we can't escape these like like reality universes, parallels. It just kind of gets incorporated. But I think Echo part of that plot was like where I enjoyed him.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
No, but it's Jace and Echo in that order.
Gotcha. Yeah. And again, there's lore for like in background, but they all just got wrecked. I think honestly, and you can comment down below just to make sure I'm not crazy, but most of this got retcon from this story or from like this show.
From the show.
So like any of the thing about the characters is now what we're seeing now is canon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
That's
not like
really cool.
Yeah.
That's good to
like,
know.
Even the character designs in the game, they just all got revamped or they got skins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
No, that's really cool.
But we're gonna transition to like, dude, I want to talk. Like you mentioned animation, and there were times where I'm like, this is so good, like consistently, like
Top tier.
like it was always just like you said, the color usage and everything was just like, because you mentioned it for characters, but I think it's also very important still for like
the world,
the environment in the world. Like you can tell like when things are happening, like when for instance, you have like the super like when Victor was walking through that slum area.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he made it into a cult, but it was like
it's okay. It's okay.
he became Jesus.
It's okay to start the cult. I laughed so hard at that. I was like, okay, I see.
It's like he started a cult, but I'm kind of with it though.
Yeah.
Kind of get it. Oh my gosh.
No, but the like visuals and animation, I see why, it's all there.
It's so funny because like I think it's like one of the really good things that came out of Netflix is I know like Amazon Prime has like all their animated shows, but it's like still like the 2D art style, right? Like straight up just like typical like
your typical animation.
2D.
Yeah.
Bro, this is like more 3D if anything. I say that, but now we're like in that mix anyway. It doesn't even matter.
I think it's just the way they drew everyone. It's just a different style than what you typically see. Like it's not as flat as like anime or as like most animation.
I know
it's
a
hard
lot
to
of people
describe.
compare, but it's like Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
art style.
Yeah. But more like grunge. Like yeah. Kind of like cyberpunk too. A little bit of cyberpunk.
Kind of. Yeah. Or at least that's thematically like yeah.
No, it was great. That's why I was so hesitant about season 1 was the animation, and it was off-putting, but then as you kept going, you kind of just got used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think initially I do vaguely remember you saying like, "Oh, it's kind of interesting to watch," but then you liked it by the end. I think.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, and if anything, they got way better.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think they worked on this for a long time.
They
So
worked on this for a long time, and there's so much cut out.
Hey, they got squeeze it in, you know?
We'll talk about that later. Don't worry. But really quick, I'm going to say we should take a quick break before we get super deep into stuff and talk about our sponsor.
This episode is sponsored by Olipop, the soda your gut will thank you for. Yes, I'm talking to you. All of you. All right. Have you ever missed that classic soda pop feeling? You know, the fizz, the flavor, but without the sugar crash and the guilt trip? Yeah, me too. You too, Harrison too. All of us. That's why I'm introducing to you Olipop, the soda that's bursting with flavor and good for you too. I actually have my favorite one here, strawberry vanilla. But the other weird one that I enjoyed was banana cream. I know, it's weird, super weird, but this is my favorite. Number 1, because it only has 3 grams of sugar per can, plus it has 9 grams of prebiotic fiber. And you know what you need with fiber? To use the restroom. Hee. But yeah, that means that you're going to have a happy and healthy gut with every sip. And it looks like that they took everything we loved about classic soda and upgraded to a modern, healthy conscience person. Like you, like me, like Harrison. My co-partner. My co-host. That's not here right now. So ditch the compromise and experience the soda revolution for yourself. Don't forget to use our promo code NgoVo15 NgoVo15 to get 15% off your first order on drinkolipop.com.
And we're back.
Wow. We're back. Sipping on Olipop.
Yep.
Ooh, excuse me.
Ooh.
Wow, that's a first.
Would have blown out my ears.
I know.
You sneeze. Oh my god. All right. So next thing I want to talk about, music. Dude, music.
Also really good part.
Everything. It's like, if you break down the show, like, that's why I know at the beginning I was like, we'll talk about pros and cons. So far, I didn't have any cons for anything because I think thematically there's just always, it set the tone very well. Like for instance, like even like every time Warwick. So.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing. Because I wanted to touch on that too. I totally forgot. I know for you, it's just Vander, right?
Yes.
So then, yes, he became a League of Legends character too.
Oh.
Which is because Warwick is like a werewolf type character. And essentially, so everything about his design is the same except the face. Like in the game,
it's just
straight up a wolf. It's just a wolf face.
Oh.
It's straight up a wolf head. He is just a wolf, but here they made it more human. So then.
So you could just kind of like tell.
You could kind of tell. I feel like for like, yeah. So, but like when they were doing like the whole like underground scene where they're Jinx was trying to bring Vi.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like, yeah. Did you know that essentially they had Linkin Park do like the main song? Not the main song, but there's like a new song that's also like the new like.
Oh, that's why it sounded so familiar. I knew it was a band that I have listened to. But I think Linkin Park did that in season 1. I just couldn't recognize it.
No.
Oh, they didn't?
No, I don't think.
I thought they did. Maybe not.
So the theme song is oh my god, I forgot the band already, or the group. Hold on, let me search it real quick. But no, Linkin Park on this one, because they dropped like, so League has a world tournament every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they always have like the song, like world song.
Yeah.
And this year they had Linkin Park do it, so it wasn't exactly that song, but it was a play on that song too. Like it was a
interesting,
very toned down version. I feel like it was like Heavy as the Crown. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I didn't know they were gonna use it for
I did not.
I didn't know they were going to use it for the show, so I was like, you guys are definitely using all the assets. I see you.
Oh, Netflix using all their money.
Now I'm like, that kind of makes sense now. Oh my gosh. Imagine Dragons was like the original like intro song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
They're expensive.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Netflix budget. We're fine.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. But yeah, I think music was really good. Dude, did you have any other? I guess did you want to talk about like pacing and like anything story beats that you had questions on? Because I know you said you had questions. I didn't know.
No, I think we kind of answered them a little bit.
Okay.
It was just like characters like popping in and out, but like I figured they were part of like the game. And I what I liked about season 2 was that like I felt like Act 1 was all set up. Like you're kind of like ramping up for Act 2 and 3. And
Yep.
so that's what I liked. And I know from like the reviews that I've read or like people that have been like saying stuff on TikTok and like social media and stuff, they said it was slow, but like I thought it was just a good ramp up.
Season 2 or
Of season 2.
that?
Yeah.
I can see that. I wouldn't.
I don't know
say
if you
it
agree or
wasn't slow.
disagree. Did you think it was slow at some points?
If you mention it now and I think about it, then yes, I think there may be some episodes, but then I feel like there was the slow episodes that I was worried about that
Yeah.
became a fan like the Echo alternate timeline scene. I was worried it was
Yes.
gonna be a slow thing because we just came off of like
I think like a fighting scene or something.
because
It
that
was
was episode 8.
Was that
6,
7
7,
8?
8?
Yeah.
Because this was also like after like Jason. Oh yeah, because it was. I remember as the act, so that's my issue right now. Is
Okay.
Even though I
Not-
watched it episodically,
Yeah.
I'm trying to group it as acts, but
No, yeah. you can
it
put
felt
that as
I was worried because when they because I think it was like episode 7. Anyway, I think it started off that last 3 with that
Mhm.
episode, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna look this up.
You're like, I gotta know.
But I felt like that one was like I was worried that was gonna be a slow episode, and it became like the most emotional episode out of like
Yeah.
unexpectedly. I was like, oh my god,
Yes.
beautiful.
I was so scared. I was like, what's gonna happen here? No, but I don't know. I just like the world building here. It's so good. And I think as like a non-player of the game, like I think it eased me into everything. I think there's probably a lot of Easter eggs that you've already mentioned that's in there that I don't get, but if you point it out, I'll be like, oh, that's cool.
But it's not like you miss out on anything though.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
you still understand the plot. You still understand like everything going on. You still understand that Vi and Caitlyn have a thing for each other. So then
Yes, 100%.
So then I love that like one of our friends in our Discord, he was talking about it and he's like, but a person though?
Yeah.
Which
it's
I was
so
like
dirty.
at first I was like, ooh, that is pent up. It is pent up. They just had to get it out of their system.
Yes, in a prison cell.
Oh man. In a prison cell. But dude, and then what's her face? The redhead. Everyone didn't expect her to get with Caitlyn for a bit.
Oh,
Then she
yeah,
just
Maggie.
ended up Maggie.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, my hate for Maggie is justified now.
No, literally.
I just
But
love watching
then
the people
She's
viewers.
been offed. So
Yeah.
it's fine.
I need to send you like this one TikTok, and it was so funny because it was talking about like character like people, right? And it was like Jace was like complaining. He's like, I don't get it. If someone made it, it's like I forgot what's the soundbite. It's like, like 2 women kissing and it's okay, but when I kiss my friend goodnight, they call me gay. and it's like after the scene where him and Victor touch heads.
We're touching heads. Listen,
But-
I'm
but listen-
convinced. I'm convinced. Okay.
I bet you if they had more time, it would have built out so much more.
No, they would have.
Did you know that they had like a sign for or Jace for what he was doing. Like it was like a X or a check mark.
Yes, yeah.
I didn't know it was a thing until like
I thought that was cool.
I finished. Until I finished, I was like,
okay.
oh, and it was like there's so much like stuff with this, but then people start using like his head as like a profile pic, and then at the end it shows him and Victor.
Head for
gosh, yeah.
No, I like that meme, but also it's just like I think Jason and Victor are.
Absolutely.
It was 100%.
Oh, I never thought about it until the show. Again,
you're probably like, no.
Like, okay, like, I don't, and this is something you can comment down below. Like, I don't remember. I just remember Caitlyn and Vi were partners. Because when they announced the characters, Caitlyn came out first, and then Vi came out later, and they confirmed she was an enforcer and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. They built the world along the way, and then I just don't remember. I didn't know they had like the whole relationship thing, but it kind of makes sense. It's like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much stuff. But yeah, did you feel like it was slow? Sorry, did you say? I know you asked me. I don't remember if you said.
No, I just said I think Act 1 was where it was set up, so it was a little slow, but it wasn't like terrible.
I misunderstood you. I think you said season 1, but yeah, okay, no, Act 1 makes sense.
Act 1.
No,
yeah.
then Act 1.
A little slow. I think like episode 1 going into 2 was a little slow.
I think it's slow considering where we left off.
Well, yes.
Of season 1. If you were to watch from season 1 straight into season 2, then yes, I think so. But for someone that didn't watch the show for like a few years.
Couple years. It's been a couple years, yeah.
Then it was okay. I guess that's what it was. Like, I just went straight into it, so.
No. Yeah, and then I guess I just don't understand why they're ending it here but doing other stuff.
Because the other stuff is so cool. Okay.
Is it cool?
Okay.
Cooler?
It's so this whole, to me, Piltover, like the whole like the world, this section of the world.
Yeah.
I forgot. Is it Runeterra? Yeah, Runeterra.
I just call it like this dome area. I'm like this.
And
area.
I don't remember because they've updated a lot over time. But yeah, Runeterra, and so this is a small pocket.
Okay.
And Noxus, so the Noxian army and all that. This is the Mel's mom and everything.
Yeah.
That's a bigger force. Like that is a whole ass country. Like that is they're like the Roman Empire essentially of.
That's what I kind of figured. I was like, wow, they're pretty powerful.
So when she leaves on the boat, and there's a crow that's like flying through.
Yes,
that's an allusion to another character who is like one of the leaders of that country, essentially.
Okay, I was seeing a lot of birds here. I was like, what's going on?
So now people, and that's his whole thing is like the crow.
Okay.
Like it was a thing I don't know about now, but so now we're going into that, and then that country, to make it easier to understand. They're having wars with 2 other ones. So now we're leading into so we're
going into
it's like do we lead into like
war?
Or political, like there's gonna be a lot more political stuff in a sense maybe. But there's an intrigue of like is it gonna be about them versus this faction or this? It's gonna be they're bringing in way more stuff and it's like bigger.
So they're doing more, but
scope.
they're just stopping this story.
Yeah, because Piltover is a small section. I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're known for like the tech and like Arcane, the hex tech stuff.
That's what I didn't get. Okay, good thing I wrote. I was like, why are we ending here?
And there's way more characters in those factions too.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's like so many factions in this fucking world, and it's insane.
Okay, now I'm happy they ended here then.
So no, and that's why that's where my worry was. Once I heard it was gonna be possibly 5 seasons of Arcane, I'm like, okay, but like, are we talking like this story?
Like the whole, like this story, or like the
are they getting 5 seasons of like just everything?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
that's what I did get, and I was like, I need to ask Harrison.
So now we're just gonna talk about it, right? So now where we're at with the plot, considering everything, like we're kind of setting up where Vi and Caitlyn are actually set up to where the characters are supposed to be.
Help the other
areas.
Sort of.
I think we're gonna focus on Mel, actually, because Mel's now she's on a ship going back to Noxus from the looks of it.
Yeah, because she got betrayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So right. Her mom betrayed her, right?
Yeah. No, and that's the other crazy part. The force that her mom and her were so
Like
dealing
sharing.
with,
Yeah.
like the evil entity stuff, that's
Yeah.
also a Noxus thing.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
there's
You're
again,
actually like putting all the pieces together for me for season
see,
2. I'm like,
that's
I
why I was
get
like,
it now.
it is still a lot for someone that doesn't play the game. But
Yeah.
also playing the game doesn't help you with the story either. I'm not gonna be you'll
You're like
I'm
PTSD.
I'm not even kidding. No, like playing the game doesn't mean shit.
Oh no.
So for me, that
Okay.
doesn't. For someone that doesn't play, I'm actually happy that they're expanding the universe. This is their way to expand the universe and give us exposure to like the other stuff. And this is
Oh.
because my main
That's
character I used to
cool.
play was a part of this faction or Nox's faction. I played a
Okay.
lot of people from here, but there's way more shit. So
Oh. Now
I-
I'm excited for more.
yeah. So there's way more, dude. So
I literally was like, why is this ending right here in season 2? I don't get it.
like I do think, if anything, I will say maybe this portion of the story felt a little bit rushed to give them more room to do other stuff.
Ah, okay. I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see
Yeah.
why it was. A
But
little
it still
rushed.
feels like it wrapped up really well.
No, yeah.
But talking to you about it, I'm like, okay, maybe it is slightly rushed. Like,
I can see that, especially like as you end Act 2 and get into 3. I think that's kind of there's a point there where
yeah,
it was a little.
it's
rushed,
like,
yeah.
hey, we're gonna give Echo this amazing like alternate universe, and then have Jace suffer in hell.
Yeah.
Jace was suffering.
Listen, that's why he's got the beard. Okay.
I love seeing like people do the comparison to like what Jason Echo were doing.
Yes.
And I'm like, it's like Jace Echo's like having fun and all, and then you see Jace like
Jace
on
is
the ground, like my leg
Suffering.
is broken.
Yeah.
I gotta eat some shit, and that could possibly kill me.
Oh God, so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay,
that's
I could see.
if we're finishing this out, that is like the future stuff.
Wow, it sounds like a lot of stuff is about to open up here. From the sound of what you're just telling me.
Just to understand, like, there's so many factions within this world that you can do a lot.
Okay.
Like, I know I was talking to like one of our friends, and a few of them we're like, I love what they're doing here, but I can't wait. It's like I love that what they're doing, but I can't wait to see more. Like,
yeah,
more stuff.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Any other thoughts?
No.
No?
Now that you cleared this up for me, I'm like, I see the world now.
Yeah. Like, I think it's good enough for someone that doesn't have any prior knowledge on like
Yeah.
League of Legends or Arcane or anything. But I think once you like look into it a little bit more, you start realizing, oh shit, there's so much more.
There's so much more. Okay.
Yeah. And again, don't have to play if I have to go away, if you come away from anything, you don't have to play the game.
This is Harrison's like, don't start it.
Don't play the game. Other people will say it, and it's fine. You can just try it. Go for it.
But don't.
But for my personal opinion, you don't have to, because I don't think you won't get any more. You won't get any more like lore out of playing the game versus looking into it.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. So.
No, what Harrison's trying to say is don't get PTSD. Like, don't. He has PTSD. It's fine.
I do. I spent so much money. I put so much time into that game.
Oh, you can spend money in there?
You buy skins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought skins. Skins.
I don't even want to ask you how much, but
Skins
okay.
get wins. But yeah. My favorite one was the Darius one, by the way. So like the one that like it's like Dunk Master Darius, and then he like actually wears a basketball and like, he
Like
plays with a basketball. And
yeah.
Anyway, so he uses like a the hoop, like the backboard. That's like he usually holds an axe.
Is that a weapon for him?
Yeah, no, the skins are actually wild. It's actually hilarious. No, so for him, he's actually using an axe.
I'm baffled that
he's
he would
actually
use
armored. No, that's the whole thing with skins. Yeah, so this world, like the skins, they go balls to the walls. Wow. It's actually crazy. If you look into the skin economy, it's actually like it's fine.
You're like, oh no, no more.
But like I saw some of these characters like Vi, like when she had the black hair and all that. I'm like, that's a skin. Yeah, it was gonna be. Or I was like, this could be a skin. And yeah, lo and behold, it's a skin.
It's a skin.
And like if you look at Victor, if you were to look up like what he looks like before, they actually had to revamp him completely. So now he's like he's skinny.
I was gonna say a sickly man, sickly looking man.
Absolutely. Anyway, that's all I got before I start just having random tangents on stuff.
No. That's all I have to. Go watch it.
Cool. Yeah,
Don't
go
play the
watch
game.
it. It's great. Don't play. Yeah, what Veronica said.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, I'm gonna close it up. But thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on all our socials at NgoVo ConVo and NgoVo ConVo. If you're on YouTube, comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts were about the show. Like if you actually enjoyed it or you didn't enjoy it. Did we miss a lot of stuff? I feel like we missed a lot of points because I just kind of want to give a general overview on stuff. But yeah, don't forget to hit all the buttons, subscribe, hit all buttons from right to left. You'll see what I mean when you look at it.
Yeah.
But subscribe. Yep, got it. Other than that, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.